The 80s are done. I guess we're pretty safe, and it pretty much did a lot of its work while we're away. All right, guys, you know what it's time for? I think it's a good timing. We got back right in time.
We are here to pop you up.
Let's do it. I think 10 is pretty much my number these days, so we might as well get that done. Stretch. Oh, it's a rough one. Getting weaker. More exercise. Gotta get back to the gym. I'm going to the climbing gym in about a week. All right, let's go. Let's check on our train. We're building some train areas over there, our train track. And this is not going. Yeah, they're still building this. Slowly but surely. We just don't have a whole lot of sulfur. All of them are running. And we're converting everything over. Wow. Oh, so we are getting low. See that? We're getting a little low on the oil. It turns off once in a while. It's actually better than I thought it would be, to be honest. Okay. Way over there. I think we'll put a second exoskeleton here. Put like these 2 batteries seem to be more than enough. Take out 2 batteries and take out like 4 solar panels. That should give us a second speed boost. Okay, I gotta remember to always pick up our car. It's kind of silly to leave it lying around like that. Let's go, car! Oh, look at all this wonderful space we have. Nice peace and quiet. No one attacking us. They're just running into our wall now. The good thing is that you're a good driver. Nice. One of the reasons why I don't use the tank. Okay. Um, let's go, before we actually go check on the train progress. Oh, we can't, yeah, we gotta go check on our base because I don't think we have stone coming into our base. So let's get this sorted out. Yeah, thanks, man. It turns out pretty good. It's still not fully functional. We got to get more on it. It does have a higher carrying capacity, um, but it's getting there. It is getting there. Let me think now. We're gonna need, if I want to get another exoskeleton, I think I just need some steel. Not much steel either. Okay, and we're gonna take out a few of these. Oh yeah, always got to use the Spidertron. But that's kind of a later game technology. Look at how fast we are now. Woo! Zip, zippity, zip. I kind of want to deal with this because this is a pain. Let's, yeah, we got to move our wall one section more. Like up to here. There we go. Ah, yes, the more you add into it, the faster you go. They do stack. Those things, they definitely do stack. So and you can even put them in your Spidertrons to increase the speed of your Spidertrons. So, yep. I think towards the end game I have like none on myself. What I ended up doing, I put only lasers in here practically. Like I have like 4 or 5 personal lasers. I take the exoskeletons out. I put them into the Spidertron and do all my walking around in the Spidertron. Your personal lasers still work even when you're in the Spidertron, which is kind of cool. Okay, those guys are heading out over there, which is good. Okay, what I was thinking of, we need our track. In order to get our track, I think we're missing stone. We're missing stone for a couple of things. That's for research too. I forgot about that. Okay. And of course, yeah, it's fully marked. So, and iron. Oh, a little bit of iron too. Interesting. So we should pretty much be out of stone, to be honest. Like, this guy's done. There's like no stone left there. We have a bit of stone here that was getting put into the fill. I really don't have any other stone. I have a little bit of iron there. Yeah, we can't build any of this track. These guys are so slow. Why are you taking so long to get back to me? So I need to think here, guys. I do have a good chunk of stone out here. I can't make any track. We have to. Here, we have to funnel that stone over. Okay. Okay, we're gonna stop making that landfill. We have enough landfill for the time being. And we can even start getting rid of this. We just made this fairly recently, it seems, but this just far takes over. So let's do that. Let's deconstruct this area here. We're going to disconnect this so we stop leaking the landfill. Let's take all this down. The bots will get busy. Get rid of this. Okay, bots should come along and take that out. They can, they should be, there we go, there we go. I was gonna say, they must be on their way. And let's start funneling this over. Actually, we'll probably just come through here. Let me draw a line from our stone input here. Stone magic. course, we should then replace it with some major power, which will go right here. We're no longer on dirty coal. Okay, let's create a little system here. My bots are too slow. Come on, bots, get with the program here. Okay, once we start getting stone coming in via train, then and voila, we have the stone. We have the marvelous stone. Absolutely marvelous. Let's also grab a little bit of iron, just raw iron. We don't need that for much. I think it was for some of the concrete we have to make, so that's not even till later. Tested and debugged nuclear reactor blocks in creative. Gameplay of Factorio. Designing blueprints for more time than playing. I do that too, Honker. Wait, I'll show you my nuclear one pretty soon. I guess we won't get to it today, but we should get to it tomorrow. If I was on the ball, I probably would faster, but we don't need to go fast. I got to remind myself I don't want to go too fast. To be honest, too fast would be bad. But I hear you. I love spending a lot of time in creative mode, just messing around with it. It's actually a lot of fun. All right, we got some iron right there. So let's we're gonna grab it. And we're gonna just feed it into the bus from here. All we need is one lane's worth, so let's get these connected. Game is too much fun, I tell ya. Oops. No! Alright, I guess we'll have to go into ghost mode now. So we can't drop these ourselves. We're gonna zip it. We'll zip it down just right along here, I guess. It'll be fine. We don't actually even need these water pipes anymore. I can get rid of this. Because all that's all that steam stuff is gone. They don't explode over 1,000? That would be interesting. Mass Bandit! Hey, good to see you, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Doing very well, playing some good old Factorial. Getting back at it after a pretty long hiatus of a few years, so revisiting a lot of my blueprints that I haven't played with in quite some time, so guess maybe we'll just let the bots finish this off. Yeah, it's been pretty good though. I've been enjoying it. There we go. That'll be plenty of... Let's also grab whatever's left over from here. How are you doing, Mass Bandit? What have you been up to lately? You've been taking hiatus from Twitch, just haven't seen you around as much. Oh, this is pretty much done. This guy's like, oh my gosh, there's not much left from here. Alright, that's fine. We can actually get rid of this. We don't need that anymore. There we go. Oh, you're still hanging about? Oh, cool, man. Cool, cool. Yeah, I know we all tend to like bounce about from place to place. From channel to channel, to streamer to streamer. Oh wow, look at all those goodies coming in here. A lot of people to see, a lot of games to play, and just not enough time in the day. Alright. Let's get our... Now we should be able to make our train tracks. That's... See, if I was on the ball, I would have had this set up before. I was just kind of... It's been so long since I've played, I forgot that I should have done this right from the beginning. Okay, let's do this now. Bring it all the way across. And the rest should connect all by itself. So yeah, that's for the concrete. And we also have some, yeah, a little bit of stone for the tracks. Have you played a lot of Factorio there, Masked? You got like a pretty large base. Have you gone into mega base building or a high SPM? What's your highest SPM? It's kind of a thing. How much SPM can you get? Okay, we got to get that oil. We're getting low on oil. To get that oil, we need to make trains. To make the trains, we need to make track. To make the track, we need to get our stone in here. I was lapse in my judgment. So we should have trains already ready to go, I think. Oh, that's true. That's true. So we're going to need this one. Might as well grab some of these, because we're going to make our first one a liquid train. We'll grab 5 of these. That should be plenty. Our stone. This is common name for philosopher's stone among alchemists. Oh, really? Well, I just need regular stone. And the iron should be following shortly. Although I don't need the iron. I think I just need the stone for the track. But I just want to make sure that... See? I knew it! I knew it! Just trolling me at this point. At least according to Noita? Yes, Noita knows all. Oh, I don't even need to make these. Why are you making these? Like, 192? Why did I... That's for something else. I don't need these. Here. 0, please. We don't need this. Don't waste my stone. That seems to be a fairly addictive game. I haven't had any interest in myself to try it, but... Alright. Track is becoming online and getting picked up immediately as soon as it's getting built. That's good to see. Of course... Oh man, look at all the stone we have here. Do I have a stone injector? We could use some of the stone we have already in our storage. You keep dying more and more fast. That's where the fun is. Well, you gotta figure out how not to die. That's the trick. Okay, so our track is becoming online. Now we're gonna start designing this here. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. We'll worry about the stone once we get... just put a little more storage here. Just generic storage. Just some generic storage. Just to hold some garbage. Alright. Let's think. Oh, 1 second. guys on board. It's just my wife. Can't ignore calls from the wife. She's a pretty important person. Where were we here? We're making some trains. We're about to make some trains. Trains? Trains. Trains. I don't know if Noita is quite as hardcore as Dark Souls would be, though. That seems to be maybe a bit of an exaggeration. Dude, where's my car? It's right here. I need some better fuel. Faster fuel. I don't have the rocket stuff yet. I guess I could make the other stuff, but I tend not to. Ow! Good job, robots. Look at that. See how they fit in there nice and perfectly? They zip right through the... It's like it was designed that way. Like, holy Toledo. Okay, so we're going to have to bring some... How are we going to do this? We could just drop off some oil here, and then we'll feed it into this pipe. And then we'll bring some copper over here, and then we're going to feed it into this system. Although right now we're not actually burning too much of anything, which is kind of nice. Can we research something? I suppose we can. Might as well. Research tank. And once we get, we should be getting our production science online soon. Oh, as a matter of fact, I think we are. Production science is online. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So that means I want to get these. You know, all levels of technology. What do you mean? Oh yeah, we're already researching it. Good. Good. Okay, let's work on the other side. We'll actually start just collecting it, and then we can maybe build our guy from there. Noida Chaotic. Noida Chaotic. And where other games try to balance everything and remove OP mechanics, Noida goes on, do it. Become mountains piercing, thousands DPS dealing godly wizard. And you can do that. And then die to one of several weird mechanics Noita throws at you, which also has means to deal with, but tricky too. Well, I know Ochi, he's another fellow streamer. He got really into that game. I guess he's getting pretty good at it. Oh, look at that! Okay, we need to then figure a way across this chasm. The chasm of death. Well, not really. Do we have a order for... Yeah, we do. Excellent. Excellent! Smithers! Let's see if we can just start dropping a line here. So we just have a way to walk across. Okay, let's go back to our trains. We're going to be using trains a lot. So we're going to take the trains book. We're going to put the generic track down here. And we'll just start placing this thing all over the place. You need a mod, but you know what? I'm not sure if this mod is working right now. The blueprints that you're seeing me doing this with right now are older blueprints that I made years ago. So I tried it on one of my newer blueprint I just made in this playthrough, and it didn't seem to work. So let me try it again. So if we go to our here, this half layer, I'll go to a full layer. Well, the full layers have it. The half layer doesn't have it. So you're supposed to be able to just go like this. And that should do it. But I don't think it does it anymore. It's so annoying. So you could probably do it. Can you do it in creative? I don't know if you can. Yeah, that was really handy though. So that's fine. If we can't do it, we can't do it. Can't do it, we can't do it. It was very handy, but I guess we could get a few tracks on our person here as well. Where are the tracks? Choo choo. Train tracks. We want all of the train tracks. Let's even have a couple of actual trains on us. And let's just keep building here. We got to get all the way down to this beautiful, lovely, juicy oil patch. Of course, this lovely, juicy copper mine patch as well. So we're going to have a track here, then it's going to be 3, and then a track, and then 1, 2, 3, and then a track. So here's going to be a track. So, gosh, right where this is going to be where a track's going to go. Because we've got to bring in all the copper in to this area. So we're going to have to fill this area in too. Okay, let's fill this in preparation. It'll take a little while for that to work. For that to finish, I guess, not necessarily to work. We actually do have, let's do this. I think we have our, oh, we're going to have the tier 3 belts now too. Woohoo! I think we just won the game. Don't have any belts yet. Or rails. Well, that was fast. Beacons! Beacons are like bacon. Taste really good. Okay, we need to design something here, guys. So track 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I forget. I forget how I did the. Yeah. It has to alternate. One, two, three. Track. 1, 2, 3. Track. Oh gosh, that's like smoking. 3. So there's going to be a track here, or sorry, there's going to be 1, 2, 3, then a track along this line. And over here, 1, 2, 3, the track will be along this line. Haha, bacon is very good. Not healthy, but good. Yes, it is good. Well, if we have to make changes, we'll of course make some changes. But for now, I probably shouldn't care too much. Or maybe I should care a little bit? Look at all the track we got now. Okay, this is good. Oh, the other thing we're going to need, besides the track, is all these rail stations. Grab some of those. Should have picked these up while I was at the base still, I guess. Maybe we'll grab some of those. Should probably grab some of these, you know, just cuz. Cuz we can. Might even get a cargo wagon. Some of these. Okay, good. Let the bots do the work here. We should have pump jacks. Hit the pump jack. Don't you come back. Here, so we could zip into here. So, by the way, guys, I spent quite a bit of time. If you notice, all of these already have the signal markers on them. This, I believe, for the most part, did not have any deadlock problems for the track when you place it. So the train will stop here if there's one coming across, and vice versa. The T-junctions seem to work pretty well. I do have quite a collection of tracks in here. I do have like the straights, the T-junction, and then I have a set of roundabouts. I don't use the roundabouts anymore. I got this one high capacity when I had a lot. So I don't do four. See, this has a 4-direction junction. I don't do these anymore. So that avoids pretty much having any high capacity, the need for any kind of high capacity junction where there's 4 meeting. If I do, it'll be very rare. And I avoid that by doing I'll do an L sort of shape. It'll make more sense once we have this. So we're going to have a city grid of 3 by 11. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, these city blocks here, and it goes across 11 tiles, and then we have a track. Then we have a track on either side of that grid. So there is a bit of a method to my madness here. Let's just research. So every time we have those grids will be staggered, so the tracks won't go directly through. There'll always be an L junction at every. Or well, there'll always be a T junction, I guess, not an L junction. So that probably doesn't make too much sense yet, but hopefully that'll make a little more sense as we get into this. So that's just the generic track. That's fairly simple and straightforward, but we also have the stations themselves. And maybe we'll spend some time tomorrow before the stream to go over all the different train station. This gets pretty complex. So we have the single pass-throughs. This one's a no pass-through. This is a very basic station for pickup and delivery. We have some more complex ones. 0 deliveries, 1 pickup. Do I have one for liquid? I do. Look at that. I already have one. Gosh. Oh man. So we don't have to build this by hand. Or well, we'll build it, but we don't have to do it like we don't have to figure it out again because I've already figured this out. But it's probably worthwhile for me to step through some of this stuff. So if I wanted to place this one, like once you get all these things sort of in place, everything just works together like a puzzle, and it's actually so fascinating to play. I really love that aspect of the game. So train stations. Then we got these are even more complex still. These are bigger ones. We're going to stay away from those for the time being. Just the single. These are the pass-through. We're going to build some of those, but this is a no pass-through. So hopefully the difference between pass-through and no pass-through is fairly straightforward. A pass-through station basically means that the train goes there's a path straight through the station. You can see here, pretty from left to right, you can see there's a path that goes a track that goes right through the station. Okay, all the non-pass-through ones, they enter and come out pretty much the same place, so they're more circular. The no pass-through ones are ultimately your end game ones. They're somewhat more powerful and allow for a much higher throughput. The pass-through ones are a little more, not dangerous, but because there's always traffic going through, you can get a train stuck inside the station for a certain period of time because he has to wait till the track is clear before he can leave the station. That problem is far less prevalent in a no pass-through station because they exit the main track line entirely. So something that I learned, and something to keep in mind when you're trying to build in a large fashion like I'm trying to do here. That's just a track remover. Okay, so let's go to our train stations. I'm going to jump in and I'll spend maybe more time, maybe 20 to 30 minutes at the start of this stream tomorrow to describe these stations in more detail. I'll go over a little bit for it now. We're going to drop our oil 1 here. And we could put it here, I think. That would actually work pretty well. Yeah, let's do that. I think this should work. We might have a little bit of... No, we don't. Look at that. It fits like just perfectly. Nice. Very nice. I like it. So the complications of these, which I'll try and demonstrate in more detail tomorrow. Oh, actually, this one is pretty simple. The fluid ones are probably a little simple. Is you have these logistics. Do I have logistics? I think I do. So in order to have multiple trains coming to the same station, you have to control whether or not that particular station accepts a train yourself. The game doesn't do that for you. So that's where these logistic stations come into play. So you see I have wires connecting to all this. So you have to determine how much liquid you have. So for example, this station will not be open unless there's enough fluid in these tanks to fill up a train to full. So you don't want a train to arrive here and then sit here for like 2 minutes just filling up, because that train could be off doing something else. You want to avoid having your train locked in a position for a long period of time. Oh shoot, did I go? I think I lost. Oh shoot, doesn't matter. Hopefully that sort of makes sense. But anyway, let's get the layout sorted. So we'll do a connection like this, another T-junction. Red trees in the way. Yeah, we're gonna have, this is just a petroleum station. Now, the other thing I've learned, and you guys can help me with this too, and I'll show you what I have in mind as I design this, is you'll notice that this station takes up a fair amount of real estate. I want to fill in this real estate with solar panels, just so that we using all the space to its maximal effect. So this station has, like, I probably could do something even a little simpler here at this stage of the game. Probably don't have to get this complicated. It has 4 lanes here for staging. So if I have 4 trains incoming to this station, it has places for those trains to park. Because you don't want your trains to be blocking the main line, because that interrupts flow, and then you get deadlock, you get backlogging of your trains, and you get a whole mess. It becomes really ugly and messy to try and fix. So this particular station can hold up to 5 trains. One of them will be loading, and 4 of them will be waiting to load. So that's more throughput than we're not gonna need at this stage. So I suppose it's possible, or even desirable, to not do this here. It doesn't matter. You know what? It's probably, I'm probably overthinking it a little bit. Yeah, so you'll have a station probably for each one of your resource types. You'll have multiple stations for each of your resource types, in fact. And here come the bots. Okay, so we could start putting down these pump jacks, which I have somewhere. I used to have somewhere. I guess we'll need to put some more. And then we'll just have to pump it into our station up here. So we are going to have to get rid of some of these things, like that. I think I can keep the RoboPort. It's not actually covering anything. Right? Right? Am I lying? Yeah, we're good. So that's fine. And then we just put these everywhere else. Now eventually we're going to want beacons everywhere. That'll enhance the throughput of these pump jacks. And we're going to put speed modules in them too, to speed them up. I guess we could do this. That's fine. That's fine. That's awesome and fine and good and lovely. Okay. And what I normally do here is I'll usually use the substations. They get the most coverage. We'll probably have to shuffle this once we get beacons built. For now, let's just get them all running. All right, oh, look at this guy, he's already built here. So the input, I think, starts up here. Oh, he's not fully built yet. Yeah, there's the input line. So let's do that. We'll get the input. Now I should probably go over how this works too. If we don't have these being built, we might have to go back and make sure they're being built in our hub. Oh gosh, there's quite a few of these, isn't there? Research online. Coal liquefaction or liquefaction. That's very powerful. We'll be using that a fair bit. Oh, I want to get the Corvex. Get that going too. Once we get our... We should grab maybe a few more at a time. Just for a little extra leeway in building these little stations like this. So you can see that's filling up. Let me comment a little bit on this. This is going to fill up in an even fashion. One of the biggest problems we're going to have with liquids is that it's pretty difficult to try and balance the amount. You see how it's trying to balance all the fluid across here? And it's actually working. That's good. So the blueprint works. It took quite a while to design that, but I think it works pretty well now. Each of these controls liquid flow. And this is something we could dive in more detail. I think it's probably worthwhile. I could spend probably maybe even a couple hours, an hour or two, just describing all the logistics and the logic that goes into designing your stations. So yeah. Did you just get back, Bakongo? I've been sort of explaining this as I go. So this is a petroleum, an oil station. Of some kind of control that you put in front of the container of petroleum. Yes. So okay, these here are they're a combinator. They're called arithmetic combinators. Okay, and it's pretty much saying it's controlling whether or not this pump is on or off. Okay. So what happens is liquid comes in here, it travels through these containers unobstructed. And these are just basically for storage. Okay, unobstructed, it goes all the way through. then it turns around and starts coming back up. Okay? And then as it comes back up, it's going to do so in a controlled fashion. So we're not going to have this guy be on until this guy has more liquid in him than this guy. So if we didn't do it this way, what end up happening, you'd push all the liquid to the very last tank. It would get filled up first. Once it's full, it would go then to this one, and then go to this one, and then go to this one, and so on and so forth, which makes loading of your train very awkward. You can imagine that would be very awkward trying to load your train that way, because each train is a separate tank. They're not connected. So you want to be able to load each of the tanks simultaneously to full at the same rate. So in order to solve that problem, we're going to try and have these tanks get filled evenly. Yeah, no problem. It probably even deserves a little bit more detail, right? But that's the basic gist of it. We want to try and do these evenly. So we make sure this guy only gets liquid if this guy already has some liquid in it. So this pump will be turned off until he gets some liquid. Once he is greater than the liquid in here, he turns on. He goes like this and like this. It kind of bounces back and forth, and they sort of try and fill up together. I guess it wasn't that long to explain. That should be a good enough explanation, I suppose. Okay, let's quickly finish this off here. I should have these inbound, aren't they? Inbound 164 along the way, because I'm going to need some more. Okay, that connects that one. Yeah, it's basically like a logic gate, for sure. Alright, so then we gotta grab our trains from somewhere. Where should I put my trains? Put trains on 2. Okay, we'll put a train here. And we'll put these cars here. And we'll put this down there. And we're going to go... Oh, I'm probably always... Yeah, I'm getting out of range each time. That's fine. We'll put another one here on the end. And yeah, we don't have a requester chest, so we'll have to change that. So we're going to just load this guy up with some fuel manually. We could put, I generally put wood in here often. But we could just drop some coal, because usually there's a lot of wood in the world. I only have a little bit of coal on me right now. So you see this guy is starting to fill up. It's relatively even, but it's not perfectly even, but it's close as we could probably get. Let's also bring this up, I guess. go. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The animations. Is a big boy your train? Sorry, I didn't understand the question. Um, we'll take my train for a little drive in a quick second here, and then I gotta go. Time is already running away on me here. Okay, and these are connected. These go up this way. Is that connected? Yeah, that's connected. There we go. Okay, so all of them are connected. That should give us some pretty good pumping power. So it still takes a while to fill up the train. So the train will hold... Oh, that why is that one more full? Huh. That's a bit annoying. My logic here is obviously not working like it should. Yeah, trains are an 8. This is a 2-8 combination, so we're just being powered by coal right now. Yeah, that's right. Choo choo. So you can get some pretty vast, sophisticated train networks. I'm not gonna lie. Oh no! Oh, good one, Angie. I love it. Let's get here. Let's put this guy down. We're gonna drive on the track as we build it. So I might have to fiddle with the logic there on the train, obviously, because it didn't seem quite right. We're stuck! Come on, you dumb train. We're gonna build the train as we're driving. How's that sound for efficiency? Come on, where's the rest of the train track? Yay, we made it! We're back into home territory. Out of Biter region, across the lake, we've traveled far and wide. We're coming back home. Can we make it? Yes! Urgh! There we go. And that is our introductory little train ride. Ah, well this is the problem. We need to fix this. Can't have pipes and trains on the same one. Choo choo! Ice Queen, hey buddy, good to see ya. All right, guys, I do need to run. It's a little early. I need to get off today. I don't really want to. This is so much fun. I just love this game. We're gonna do some huge expansions here. We're gonna finish this whole delivery system for the oil. Okay, we're gonna enhance this. We need to have a drop-off system next. So that was a pickup system. Then we have to put in our drop-off system. So we got to think about that. And then we need a pickup and delivery for the copper next, and that's going to come up and around this way, and it's going to drop off the copper here and feed it into our lovely array of smelting right there. And that'll take us into into tomorrow for a lot of the stream. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's like all done. Wonderful. Might as well take that down. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it. Let's give this a save. I'm going to make sure to save this as playthrough 3. That is our 3rd session. And Bong, you said something was wrong with the blueprints for episode 1. You can leave a message or something if you send feedback to my Discord. Hopefully, I'll try and check that out, and I'll try and add all the the blueprints that we went through today up on my Google Drive as well for you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys. Let's see who's on right now. Oh goodness, Iltadine is on. Does Iltadine even remember me? He didn't even know I I was streaming this whole week, which I thought was kind of funny. Told him, were you streaming? Yeah, I've been streaming every day of the whole week. Danger Dad is on. He's playing Subnautica. Let's actually find a Factorio game. Streamer. Might be best suited for us at the moment. We got speedrunners. Oh my goodness. Giant Waffle has 1.8k viewers. Wow. Oh gosh, there's a lot of people watching Factorio right now. That is cool. Okay, let's go to this guy called Cyclomatic. He's got some cool stuff going on. We'll get some cool stuff. All right, guys. All right, guys, say hi to Cyclomatic for me. I do have to run. I can't really hang out in the stream. Gotta do some daddy duties, and we'll